From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
Well, I tell you what, it's Chamber of Commerce weather for Route 66, the Chili Bowl, or for just anybody coming on through. The only problem is it's not trying to rain very much, and that usually means you have fair weather when you don't have many storms around, and therefore it's kind of nice. Well, we are looking at a sense of a quarter inch of rain. We're coming close to a month now without having anything significant, and even though it was wet, starting to get really dry on the surface, but it doesn't compare to the Panhandle. 133 days since a quarter inch of rain in Guyman. That's, I mean, at one time. That still is just unreal. What's going on there. Buffalo's at 66 days over 2 months. So this is the driest time of the year, so it isn't a big surprise. But what we're watching is it's just getting so bone dry, and the winds are going to be picking up. And so that's a bit of an issue. The winds will be about 20, 24 miles per hour around the Tulsa area. Out to the west, 34-mile-per-hour winds out at Guyman. And then we throw in the fact that it's bone dry and the humidity levels are just down to 11% in Guyman in the afternoon. 17% at Clinton, and then we're in the 30s here in northeast Oklahoma, so we're not quite as bone dry, static dry. Therefore, we do have fire danger and also a fire weather watch across the western, about fourth of the state. But that could creep east with time, mainly because all these storms are coming in across California, and you can see the storms that have moved into California are getting rain again. And that's another system right there. And I'm going to show you how many systems are going to hit out there because it's unbelievable. So the first system that's right now pretty much in the areas around Las Vegas and Nevada, Salt Lake City, will be knocking on our door as we go through tomorrow evening. There's a small window for a few isolated severe storms, mainly from Tulsa into Arkansas. And then you see out west in California, that green and white, that's rain and snow. Well, then we're going to be cold for Thursday and Friday. And then California continues to get hit. Then that system will move on in. We'll get a good day on Saturday and Sunday. But by Monday, there's a chance of showers, maybe a few rumbles of thunder with the second system coming on through. Another system out in California. Guess where that's going to be? That'll be in our area Tuesday night into Wednesday. So we'll have a slight chance. This is kind of drier because it gets squeezed out of moisture when it's coming across the Rockies and also the western mountains. And then we're waiting for Gulf moisture to come in, and usually it's off to the east before it gets here. Well, that system moves on out, and oh yeah, there's another system. And so we're going to see that coming up later in the next week time period. It is going to be a little bit colder as well, but there's still California precipitation. California is not in good shape. We have been in good shape across the area, and we're not complaining. We're sitting at 60 degrees, 49% humidity, a light south-southeast wind. That should veer a little bit more northerly later tonight. We're still enjoying 50s to low 60s across the area, and we're looking much of the state, a very similar story. Still 70 down around the Ardmore, Durant areas. Tomorrow morning, a little bit of a weak boundary comes through, so we'll be in the 30s. We'll be 40 south where that boundary doesn't make it through. And then in the afternoon, we go back to south winds. We'll be in the 60s to near 70 degrees. We do have that dry line coming in, so that could trigger an isolated strong or severe thunderstorm across extreme eastern Oklahoma. We'll have our trackers out. Be ready just in case. That'll be during the evening hours. It'll be worse over in Arkansas. Then we have this cold front coming through. It'll actually feel cold. It'll be 30s in the morning, and the afternoon we're only in the 40s, even though some sun will come out. That gives you a pretty good feeling that it's like, okay, we have to deal with a little bit of real January weather. And then on Friday, we'll have temperatures in the 40s to around 50, so a couple of cold days. And there isn't a whole lot of precipitation coming up, just a few opportunities, so we're going to hope for the best. As far as what we expect in our forecast, all is looking good tonight, and through the morning hours, chilly, but not bad. 61 already at noontime, but clouds will be rolling in across the area, and so we'll have temperatures 60s to around 70. The coldest is Thursday into Friday. We warm back up for the weekend, and then we get nice on Monday for the next cold front, and then late next week starts to get cold again. That's your 9-day planner. We'll be right back with sports.